D.T. Barnum, a known past American showman and businessman, once said, "Politeness and civility are the best capital ever invested in business. Large stores, gilt signs, flaming advertisements will all prove unavailing if you or your employees treat your patrons abruptly. The truth is, the more unkind a liberal man is, the more generous will be the patronage bestowed upon him." Hello, my name is Josh Gerstenhaber, and today I'm going to educate you on the importance of having civility while you communicate. The article I will be outlining today is one written by Janie Harden Fritz, called Civility in the Workplace. This article highlights the importance of having civility in the workplace, at the same time asserting that incivility can be detrimental to the organizational conditions and productivity. Living in the 21st century has presented challenges to the current and future employees in the workforce and elevated their communication skills. The continuing diversity of employees and the ongoing expansion of information technology have made solid communication a priority in today's workforce. If employed, you are either working at home, an extra office location, or more commonly, you're performing your task in a confined desk or like a cubicle with hallways and public bathrooms aside. Despite having the flexibility to work in a preferred location, with today's technology, you will still interact with others for a significant portion of your workday, either face-to-face, electronically, one-on-one, or in a small group or team. Because of the large amounts of time that you spend in your workplace, you want to make sure that the hours you work contribute to your overall quality of life. Fritz believes that incivility is the presence of rudeness, impoliteness, and failure to treat others with at least minimal respect in the work environment. Fritz stresses that incivility distracts us from tasks, increases stress, and affects the organizational climate, creating a toxic matrix of distrust that transforms enthusiasm into reluctant resignation. Civility is a form of politeness and courtesy and behavior in speech. Civility is understood as the way of communicating formally with people we don't necessarily know well, but in reality, civility is a way of talking politely, and it should pertain to everyone in the workplace, despite whether you know that person or not. Behaving the opposite of being courteous, or also expressed as incivility, is very costly to organizations. It creates a burden on people and productivity, and if not quickly fixed, it can snowball effect into bigger problems later on. Incivility takes attention away from the work and creates an unhealthy workplace environment. Employees need to be encouraged to communicate in situations where different beliefs clash. In situations like this, civility doesn't mean that you never disagree. It means to communicate your reasons without being disagreeable. When communicating with civility, you should always focus your attention in the behavior or actions of the person whom you are communicating with. Your words in your conversation should pertain to what was done or what was not done, rather than on the identity of the person. This gets rid of misconceptions. Professional civility, or also known as civility in the workplace, when performed, it protects and promotes productivity, people, and the organization. Professional civility creates both the distance necessary for respect, letting people keep their dignity in workplace interactions, and connection necessary for solidarity. It keeps employees from performing misbehaviors, such as bullying and spreading rumors. Civility from a communication standpoint can be viewed as protecting one's public figures. Because of how it portrays someone, it is considered as a communicative component of emotional intelligence. This gives you the confidence to go out and have conversations with others in the line of business, and before that, you won't be brave enough to have the conversation in the first place. The sense of confidence ties in with the idea of empowerment. Once you start to use civility in the workplace more often, you achieve this feeling of power in your everyday life. If you flip that around and employees are communicating with incivility, you are basically attaching the feeling of powerlessness to whoever the victim is. And once they feel powerless, they are discouraged to perform out of their comfort zone, which inhibits their organization or the business in the long run. To conclude this presentation, I encourage the recommendation, teaching, and the use of civility in the workplace. At the end of the day, we are all human. We all make mistakes, as well as we all have our own imperfections. And the worst thing you can do is discourage someone from reaching their highest potential from both within and inside the workplace. An employee that is inspired to reach greatness will help themselves as an individual and the organization as a whole. Thank you.